Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is still Tuesday, March 29th, 2022. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Listen, we need to talk, you and me. Where to start? I'm laughing. I'm always laughing. How about this? Another rally on Wall Street. Yes, another rally on Wall Street. Now, if you just happen to be watching CNBC here at the market close, what's the blonde lady's name? I can't remember her name. Anyway, she was talking about how very surprising, that it is to see this market rally so much since the Federal Reserve decided to, raise rates. What did they do? Oh, yeah. They raised the federal funds rate 0.25%. And it's a shock, really, that this market has gone higher ever since then. How about no? Maybe she didn't realize it because she's brain dead. But you and me, we knew this from before they were going to raise rates or whatever the hell they did. They did nothing anyway. If you want to talk about 0.25% as any kind of anything, well, I don't know what planet you live on, but the truth of the matter is, you and I discussed right here on this lovely blog how the market would be orgasmic over the Federal Reserve raising rates, and that's exactly what has happened. I mean, we've had rally after rally after rally after rally. Doesn't seem to want to stop, despite the fact that I believe we need to see this market drop a little bit. They won't allow it. But whatever. I don't care. Look, you and me, doesn't matter. We're still in the right spots, and we're going to continue to do exactly what we always do. Are you ready? I was writing on the back of Loretta. All day. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to you about. Maybe we'll ask Loretta. Hey, Loretta. Yeah? Yes? What do you want to do? Well, are you surprised at all that this market has gone higher since you freaks decided to nudge the federal funds rate? Well, Greg, I'm just as surprised as you are. Well, I'm not surprised at all. Oh, I said this was going to happen. Look. Are those evil eyes? Let's talk about that. Imagine waking up in the morning and seeing that. Frightening. All right, look, anyway, so on the back of this market, another rally today, and, people are really surprised and shocked about this. Not you. Not me, certainly. We do have a lot to talk about. So, look, let's talk about this 2 to 10 inversion here with regard to the yield curve. It's a distraction. Okay? They're trying to fist feed you garbage again. They want you to focus on the 2 to 10 yield curve inversion, which we bounced in and out of a few times today, because they think that's what you want to be looking at while they do all this other crap in the background. No, look, I would not lead you wrong, okay? And I'm telling you right here to ignore it. Ignore it. I already said to you, if we had a recession, that would be a step up from where we are now. We have an economy globally that is cratering. How do we know that's true? Well, look at what central banks continue to do. There was no taper. Inflation just happened to be not transitory, and they keep on flooding the world with more debt. Imagine my shock. Loretta, come back up here. Loretta, listen to me. Do you think people are buying the bullshit? You do. Really? Not my people. Are you? No. My people are not buying the bullshit. What, you have nothing to say now? What? No, I can't say that. No, I will not say that. You know what? I've had enough of you. She's going to stay down. She's a freak. Anyway, look. You know, we had a real freak show today. We heard a few very interesting words from our illustrious, can I say that word anymore? Retarded president? Maybe? No. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, look, let's talk about other things besides the market for just a moment here. You know what? Forget that. Let's go back to the market real quick. So let's talk about economic news. I have a lot of stuff to talk to you about, like I said. So we found out that home prices jump at their fastest pace ever. Now, I would consider bringing Loretta back, but I don't want to. We understand that the Federal Reserve continues to buy $40 billion a month of mortgage-backed securities. What is this doing? What is that doing? It's fueling artificial demand here, people. Prices keep on surging. Imagine my shock. Imagine Loretta's shock down there. She's staring back at me. No, seriously. No one is shocked about this. This is deliberate. Everything we're seeing is deliberate. And it's not going to stop. So, yes, home prices jump at their fastest pace ever. Now, according to the mainstream lovely people out there, we have another brewing crisis. Have you heard about this one? The cost of living crisis. We're having a cost of living crisis as central banks decide to continue to inflate. Wow, what a concept. Yeah, and you know, on top of everything else here, people, you know all that. You know, let's move on to a couple of other things here. Oh yeah, the threat of here's another one, another headline I had to write down here. Threat of a global food crisis is growing. Really? Oh, okay. Now, how about this one? So Saudi Arabia came out explaining that they are ready to hike prices. It's not high enough. Not high enough. Okay, we had a pretty substantial drop off of the high. WTI, actually, WTI was around 127. Now we're at about 105. Not high enough for Saudi Arabia. They want it higher. So they're considering a $5 per barrel hike. Now, why would they be doing that? Because, you see, you're dog shit, I'm dog shit, and they want you to pay more for everything. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. Loretta, what do you think about Saudi Arabia and they're considering, you know, hiking the price of crude? You think it's a good idea? Really? Why would you think that's a good idea? Because you want everyone screwed, don't you? Let's flicker in the eyeball. We know that's true. All right, people, look, let us move forward. I know I'm making a lot of jokes here, but sometimes you just got to do it. We're also hearing more about supply chain disruptions, and we can expect all kinds of crap to happen from there. Now, I want to talk about this. Oh, going back to the economy. So consumer sentiment is apparently higher. And this was a real shocker, you see, because it had been cratering. But now, for some reason, consumers are all happy because they continue to pay more and more for things. I guess they're starting to like it. What can I tell you? This is fake, okay? Consumer sentiment is in no way, shape, or form moving up. But that's the dog shit they're trying to feed you by the bucketful. Now, we also heard from the Federal Reserve, before I get to our lovely president here. Federal Reserve President Harker, now he said this: don't expect a 50 basis point hike or a 0.5% hike in the federal funds rate at the next meeting. Don't expect that one to happen. Imagine Greg Mannarino's shock on there. Look, they're going to keep doing what they're doing here. They're going to nudge the federal funds rate probably 25 basis points to make sure they continue to inflate. It's not going to stop, so just get ready for it. Now, we heard a couple of very interesting things from our illustrious, retarded president. Now, this is what he said, and I'm reading this. U.S.-led economic sanctions will lead to food shortages for many countries other than Russia. And that is simply the price that Americans ought to be forced to pay. You see, maybe he's not retarded. Maybe he's just stupid. Or he's admitting the truth. I don't know. You let me know. Also, he went on to say, sanctions have not worked so far to change Moscow policies. Wow, really? Oh, okay. I think this is all pretty clear to all of us. You know what I'm going to do? I want you to witness this. We will not be seeing Loretta anymore, at least for a little while. Scary. Anyway, that's the situation, people. We have yet again another stock market rally as the promise of easy money just doesn't stop. Fed President Harker, don't worry about it. No 50 basis point hike is going to come, even though it wouldn't make the slightest difference anyway. Inflation is going to continue to surge out of control. The Federal Reserve will continue to buy mortgage-backed securities, literally forcing and pushing the price of houses into the stratosphere here. They will continue to backstop the market, buy it all. You know, when the Federal Reserve, when they talk about price stability, which is one of their mandates, they're talking about propping up the stock market, not necessarily helping you or me from a consumer level, because they want you dead, ex Loretta. She's in the garbage. But I'd be willing to bet that she would admit to it. Anyway, look, you have a handle on what's going on, people, and I think it's pretty clear to all of us. With that said, what else did I miss here? So, gold and silver today did finish lower, although well off of the lows that we saw earlier today. Bitcoin still around 48,000. Crude oil, again, turned around. WTI around 105. And going higher if Saudi Arabia gets their wish, and of course they will. I mean, they want to keep crude high. You know how this all works. Saudi Arabia, the petrodollar, the Wall Street banks, the Federal Reserve. You think all this is by accident? Really? You really do? I don't think you're that stupid. In fact, I know you're not. All right, people, look, we had a little fun in this video. Maybe I went a little off the deep end, but that's okay. Keeps me sane in an insane world. This guy, he loves you a lot. Please share the video. Please comment here. Let me know what you think. See you in the morning.